Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Daddy, it's starting!
It's all in the Bible. Look, Leviticus. What a wild ride this has been.
Okay.
Cannot believe you.
Are you saying that advanced...
Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. This is your boy Vikas and I'm back at it again with something different. This is not for broadcast and this is just a demo sort of. This is going to be released in January, as you can see down in the bottom here. But let's see what this game is all about. And this is way too loud. Okay. That's good. Let's make it 0. Let me tweak some settings. Okay, this is a bit better. Yes, everything else is fine. So we are gonna start now and see what this is about. I haven't played this at all, so I don't know what we are in for. Let's see. Hopefully it's good. I don't. This is just giving me a headache now. 1. Now I can't hear it. I can barely hear it. Former Prime Minister and called the election that led to calls for his what? This is day 1. See what need to do. Alright. Alright, not bad. Okay, this is my phone.
Hi David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. Alright mate, Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're gonna have to run the news tonight. Now don't worry, it's not hard and I'm gonna stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm gonna give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens. Right, look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down. Underneath that, you've got the screens.
Yep.
The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the 4 small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio.
Okay.
And you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left. These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again.
Okay.
You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us.
Yeah.
Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any 3 and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again. Right, the tapes are loaded and we're all ready for when we get to the first ad break. That's great.
Oh,
Any second
first
now,
ad
you should
break,
be
my
getting a
bad.
signal through from the studio. Stay on your toes, mate. It's election night, so all eyes are on this room. We do not want to get fired.
At 9 p.m, sit back and relax with multiple award-winning movie, The Freedom.
When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Prawn and
Okay.
mayonnaise.
You know seafood makes me go out and pustules.
Okay.
It might increase our
Let's do this
business.
correctly
Every
this
day.
time.
You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. That's
Okay.
how I show love.
You're trying to kill it.
And yet you persist. Going 5, 4.
But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay,
Moving on
we're
up.
all good. Next thing is going to be the throw to the news titles on screen 2. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the Florida market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hansen
This is gonna take a
wins
while.
Sports
I think.
Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar.
And you guys can't even
Megan
see the
was
screen
chatting
1 and
with
2.
Star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advanced headquarters to hear what leaders of this first party have to say on the story.
Right. Button
That's
2
all coming up on
in
tonight.
3, 2, 1. Now. Lovely, mate.
Okay, this is
Next
hell.
thing is the throwback to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Okay. Okay. This is hard, fan. I don't know why I keep saying fan. This is hard, guys.
Here it comes. Switch to screen 1. Now. Lovely, mate.
But first, the votes are in and it's a decisive win for
Okay,
France.
cool.
The last
Now listen, mate, we often get a bit of interference around this time of night, so
Okay.
keep your eye on the machine on the bottom right. You can move that white dot up and down, avoiding the interference, using the yellow knob.
But critics have accused
Okay.
it of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague.
Noise.
The
That's,
opposition
that's a lot
parties
of
have
things
all
to do.
visited to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly.
Right, it's going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you
Okay,
want.
cool.
I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
Oh
We go live
god.
to
This is
Advance
intense.
to hear the co-leaders acceptance speech.
And 3,
That's all coming
2,
up.
1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody.
Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late.
Oh,
Oh god.
The election.
I'm
now we're
sweating.
confused with any big words.
That's the same policy we use with you.
I thought that was our little secret.
It's all right, he doesn't remember anything I tell him.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burgeoning friendship.
Me too.
Yeah.
Wicked. We've made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multi-cam sequence, because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting.
Oh
A lot of
god.
it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking.
Okay.
2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long. 10 seconds at the most.
10 seconds.
So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting.
Oh god.
3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
the break. Quiet in the studio.
This is
Thank you
scary.
so much.
This is scary as
10
hell.
seconds, everybody. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first
Get
off,
ready to go to
political
Megan on
reporter
screen
Megan
4.
Wolf is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to
go
the
to
Shopbox
Blunderclatch
films.
on screen 3 when she says his
Joined
name.
today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Okay.
I do hope you believe me when I tell
God.
you that being with you here today is among
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Your latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
the medicated. Yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction. Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
I've worked with him on several movies, all terribly
God.
successful.
This is
I said to
intense.
Peter, "What a wild ride this has been! What a wild and you know what, Megan? I really meant that."
Wow, that is fantastic. And Am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man.
What
You'll
the
remember
hell
that was the
am I
true
watching?
story.
Been on that show a bit long.
For a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not
Oh
doing
god.
it for...
I'm confused. Am I doing this right or not?
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer.
Remember the 10-second rule.
I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed.
What am I watching?
That's how it feels, doesn't it?
Audience is getting bored, mate.
Giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire. The little people.
What's going on?
Most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But,
Mix it up a bit, eh?
I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
Sorry, I said fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated,
Okay.
which opens next week.
Right,
around
they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could
Oh
affect
god, oh god.
humanity's very
I am not
survival.
even talking much.
Exciting
It's gonna
stuff.
be a great video.
Exciting stuff.
Watch out for that interference, mate.
I don't understand it.
Oh, looks like Blunderclatch is losing it in the studio. I'd love to hear what he's saying, but don't switch to it now. You can go to the Russia's room when the broadcast's done. We keep everything.
God, this.
No, Lance, we mustn't. Make it careful.
Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan.
Oh god. What is happening, fam?
Did it for you, baby. All for you.
Dr. Hemlock.
We're gonna change the world, remember? Go ahead, listen to me.
Dr. Hemlock.
You told me, but I didn't listen.
Doctor,
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
you need to see this.
Now it's all too late.
This is too much. This is too much. The virus.
The sterility.
What's happening? I'm so confused right now.
This is the key.
Stop it all.
At the
Yes.
end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
If we should.
Okay. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with
Okay.
bleeping out swear words. As you've probably noticed, the broadcast screen, here, is about 2 seconds behind the master screen,
Yeah.
here. When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button or the space bar on your keyboard for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll
Okay.
get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now. As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice.
This is too much
I'll try and
wrong.
help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember,
Bleeping
button
like a
lights
pro.
up, count 1, 2,
And hold it down. Okay, okay.
My new nationwide tour, Alan James's right.
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late.
Okay.
You can use the number buttons on your keyboard, 1 to 4.
Yeah. I got that. I got that.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to advance headquarters. I'm told we can now go live to advance headquarters. Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury are about to make their acceptance address.
Cut to the outside broadcast. Oh shit, he's pissed.
Shall I start?
Get ready to bleep.
Thank you all for coming, and well, thank you all for coming. Where do I start? Well,
Okay.
where do I start?
They said we
What
couldn't
a
do
day.
it.
Give us a reaction shot.
Every southern bastard lay out against southern. But you lay out against.
Nice.
You saw right through there. You
I'm sorry about the language there. I'm sorry about the language there.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Coarser than the ground is funny. Coarser than the ground is.
Nailed it.
But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that advance are not a political party. Advance are not a political party. That is what you have when things are going well. That is what you have when things are going well. Suffering, you don't need a party. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. A team that can change things. A team that can change. But today is day one of a new future.
I'm so into the game I can't even talk.
So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them the party's over. They shouldn't. For them the party's over. They should be putting their shitting pants on and up in their dusty checkbook. Pants on and up in their dusty checkbook.
Again, not inaccurate, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our Assets and Wealth Act. To pass the Assets and Wealth Office, we have produced working within the TIPS office. Every person in the country wealth. Every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
Probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me.
So you guys must be hearing twice because I am too. One with the 2-second delay.
No more hiding wealth offshore. No more hiding wealth funds or creative accounting. Trust funds or creative accounting. Fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws. Unavoidable
all
set
you
of
bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. I've got nowhere to hide. We revoked your passport. We revoked your passport. You want to leave like you threatened before the election. Before the election. First fine. You're gonna pay first. You're gonna pay up.
Advance
Oh god, I can't. I don't have time to. I don't have time to talk to you guys. And that guy is in my ear, telling me what to do.
Too long on this, mate.
You'll see when we've
Okay.
That's absolute. So to you posh twats.
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drink in their
Hold it down a bit long there, mate.
Yeah, I got it.
Raise,
So they've got time to get even.
Advance have this to say to you. Advance have this to say to you. We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your cars and your mansions and your vineyard. We will put the wealth of this country back. We will put the wealth of this country back in the hands of the people who created it. In the hands of the people who created it.
Today.
Yes. It ends today.
They're not the one talking.
Today, we'll start making it fair again. We'll start making it like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
Well, interesting acceptance speech there. Interesting acceptance speech there.
This is
Apologies for
intense.
fruity
I
language.
don't know why I
And
decided
apologies
to
for
make a
the
video about it.
leaked out from the entire.
Oh shit!
If not, someone's going to be in trouble. someone's going to be in trouble. So, as the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Monkey News. That's all from us this evening. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under full coverage of the first day. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Have a.
Right, looks like you've got it now. Thanks for
Okay, that was intense.
Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
Boring politics then.
This is some weird.
Well, we're not sure, but here in St Bromley on the tape, you've got a big hill and the bus comes twice daily.
I'll see you tomorrow night.
Not coming for a drink?
No, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
Try not to get murdered. Okay, broadcast complete. Okay, that was it. I mean, this is an interesting game. I might make some videos on this when it comes out, but till then, let's let it finish.
Thank yous go out to our guests. Congratulations to all the winners of the Sports World Final.
Oh, that's a lot of stuff in the game. Not just this.
Ow! Fucking microphone dropped me. Fucking microphone just dropped me. Where's that sound guy?
Hell yeah. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.